Hi guys, what's going on? My name is Christian and welcome back to another video. So today, before I get started, I just want to say, I know it's been a while, but let's go ahead and try to hit like 100 likes. If I get on here and I see that, tons of people are liking the videos and everything, it's really good motivation for me, as well as leave a comment in the comment section below. But let's get right into this one. What people know about me is I'm not much of a fighter. If you know me and you know the channel and you've been watching for a while, I don't like fighting. Like, it's not my type of thing. I don't like inflicting pain. I don't like getting hit. I mean, no one likes getting hit, but you know what I mean? Like, there's some people that I swear they like live for fighting, but I'm just like not one of those people. So for me, I was kind of like conflicted a while back. So this happened about, I want to say like 2 months ago now. As you know, I kind of live in a big town, right? Like, it's not a huge town, but it's like bigger than my old tiny town was, right? And there's about 1,000 kids that were in my school, right? I had a group of about, 5 friends that I was really close with, right? And 3 of my friends had some beef with these guys at school. So they ended up getting in a fight with like 3 other guys, right? They met after school at this place. Like, there was this place in the town I used to live in, and you would go there, and this is where the fights would just happen. It was like this little park, and here at this park, people would just fight. It was kind of what people did. It's like, if you had beef with someone, you met there after school. 3 of my friends were meeting up there, and I lived about 30 minutes from town. I didn't think it was worth my time, and I didn't think they were actually going to follow through with it, right? And so it was these 3 guys that were a part of my group. They're kind of smaller guys. In fact, they're really small guys. And the people they had beef with, I think it was only 2 guys they actually had beef with, but these other 2 guys straight told them, like, we'll meet you there and we'll fight there. And they were 2 bigger guys, right? These, pretty big guys. And so my 3 friends thought they would have no problem, right? Because it was like 3 on 2. I knew this wasn't going to end well. I thought it might be even. But that definitely wasn't the case. So anyway, they ended up getting in a fight. What ended up happening made me feel really bad, because it ended up going about that it was a 3v2. They all did bring their friends and stuff. It was just the 3 guys that I'm friends with versus those other 2 guys. And 2 of my friends, I kid you not, got concussions, right? Straight up got concussions. I didn't see the fight. Someone videotaped it, and I ended up seeing that, and just, they got smashed, right? These 2 bigger guys, like, one guy took 2 of them to the ground, right? And then started beating on one. And then the other one, you can just see, is like trying to, like knock him off of there. It was at the point where the other 2 guys, their friends had to pull them off and just like end the fight, because it would have just gotten, like, someone would have killed him. That night when I got the message, and someone sent me the video, I was like seriously upset. These were like my close friends, and to just see them get beat on like that, it was just, it kind of killed me. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was really upset. I knew, like, I wanted to do something about it. At school, I saw my friends, obviously. Like, one of them had a black eye, and the other one, he didn't look like anything was wrong, but he had a concussion. I don't like fighting or anything, but seeing like what happened to my friends and like everything like that, I told them, like, I straight up wanted to fight. They had created a group chat, right, where, the whole fight thing went down, where they discussed everything, and like, because it was obviously like a group fight. And I went in there and I'm like, hey, let's up the ante a little bit. Let's bring more people. So we scheduled another fight for the coming Friday, because Thursday there was like a game or something. I don't know what it was. Friday was the day we were going to do it, and it was going to be at the same time in the same place, obviously. So there was some other guys we knew, and we pulled them in. In our group, we had about 4 guys, right? I was really cocky, like really confident about this, and they're like, okay, suit yourself. And so Friday comes along, right? And we've got about, was it 5? I think it was like 4 or 5, more obviously than the first time. And this time I had brought bigger guys, right? I wasn't friends with these guys. I just like knew of them and stuff, like went to school with them. I wasn't friends with them, but there were some bigger guys, like about my size. Because if you don't know, I'm like 6'2". And we get there, and there's, obviously the other guys there, right? And I kid you not, they brought like 7 or 8 guys. It was ridiculous. And then we only had 5 guys, and only 3 of us were like big dudes. These kids were enormous, dude. Straight up huge. So at this point, I'm thinking like, oh shit, like we made a mistake. We should have said something, and we can't be like, oh no, you have to like kick 2 of those guys out. It was an uneven fight the first time, so we couldn't just be like, oh no, that's unfair. We didn't want to look like pussies or anything. What ended up happening is we started fighting, and we got into it, and like I tackled one kid, right? Because like I'm not much of a like fist fighter, right? I don't use my fists, I use more of my body. And I go up and I tackle this kid straight up, and I start like just punching him in the chest and in the stomach because I didn't want to hit him in the face. I know that's what you're supposed to do, but I just like couldn't bring myself to do it. This big motherfucker, I swear, just tackles me, dude, comes out of nowhere and lays me out, and then he starts beating on me, except this time he's hitting me in the face. And then his friend comes over and they're double teaming me. I'm just trying to like get out of it, and he's like, "Are you done, pussy? Are you done?" I'm like, "You're a fat fuck." Like, that's straight up what I said, because I was just upset and I was trying to like hit him in the side. He finally just like let off, and by the time, you know, I noticed what had happened, you know, I looked around me and we all just got demolished. I didn't end up getting a concussion or anything. I don't think anyone else did either. Like, this time everyone came out, you know, pretty clean. It wasn't like a beating. Like, they knew they overpowered us and outnumbered us, and so like once they were done, we said, "Okay, it's over, you guys won." And like, we just squashed the beef right there. Like, if you don't know what that means, that's just like, okay, we're saying it's done, we're finishing it at that. That was like probably the craziest thing that's like ever happened to me as far as like fights or anything like that goes. If you really did enjoy the story and, you know, and thankful for me for telling it to you guys, go ahead and leave a like on this video, leave a comment, and tell me about something similar or any fights you guys have been in. I love to read your guys' comments. Seriously, I just go to school and I get on there and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna read through comments when I'm bored in class or something. So yeah, go ahead, leave some comments, leave some likes. I love you guys so much. Thanks for sticking around, and subscribe if you're new here. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.